Hello, I'm Missy, and I'm going to be reviewing the Fireside palette today that I got from IPSY. I have the Glam Bag subscription, and this is by IBY Beauty. And when I opened up the palette, I was so excited because I'm thinking what lovely colors these are. I can't wait to try them on. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some it's paper tape at the corners of each eye, and I'm going to be angling it upward because that helps people to look younger, and I'm 52, and so I'm trying to look a little bit younger than I am if I can. Okay, and I'm going to check to make sure they're even. I don't think they're quite even. And before I put these on, because I don't want them to stick really hard to my face, I take my fingers and I just kind of, tap the glue side with my fingers to kind of oil it up so that, when I remove them, it won't be like, ouch. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some primer. And I'm using the Maya primer in light. Okay, and so this is what it looks like. And I'm going to be using Eco Tools for my brushes, and I'm not really sure what size this one is, but it is the smallest brush in the kit. There's a little kit, and so I'm going to apply some primer here so that the eyeshadow will stick better. Okay, and that tape is digging into the corner of my eye a little bit, so I'm going to bring it down just a touch. Just going to reposition it a little bit, and same thing here, just a little, all right there. And so I'm going to repeat that process on this side. I've already done my eyebrows, okay, and I'm just kind of tapping this on the eyelid instead of rubbing or dragging, which you don't really want to do with mature skin such as mine, because it could damage it. You just want to be really gentle with your skin. And so I think I have these going up high enough because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create an upward and outward kind of angle, which is going to lift the eye rather than to drag it down. And so I'm going to start right out with this brush, which I wish I could tell you more about it. I've just had it for a long time, like 5 years. I'm really attached to it. I don't know the brand. I think it is Natural Bristles. I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry. And so I'm going to go in here with this end right here, and I'm going to go into this color called Snow Bunny right there. Okay, and it's kind of a khaki color in a way. Okay, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I'm just going to start with this color, and I'm just going to kind of try to give some definition here with this transition color. It's not a very dark color, okay, and I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so I'm just going to be just applying a little something here just to get me started. Alright, now like I said, it doesn't, my nose, it doesn't give a lot of color. It's not very bright. It doesn't show up a lot, but I'm going to be going in with a darker color here in just a moment. Okay, and because my eyes are close set and because they're hooded, okay, that's a couple of little special problems that I have to deal with. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to make my eyes look further apart. So I'm going to be emphasizing the outer edges of my eyes, the outer corners, rather than the inner corners. So I'm going to be lighter here and darker here in order to make my eyes appear further apart. So now I'm going to go in with Hot Cocoa, this color here, all right? And I'm going to be keeping this more at the outer edge. Okay. At maybe the outer half. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm really liking the slip of this product. I'm really liking the way it just glides onto my skin. I wouldn't say it's as smooth as a cream eyeshadow, but it's pretty smooth and it's pretty easy to work with. And so now I have it sort of at the halfway point. Okay, so I'm gradually going to get a little darker as I go out. Okay, so I kind of need to blend this. So I'm going to take a, let's see here. This is the eye crease brush. I don't need that one. I need, okay, all right. Here is the blending eye brush by e.l.f. And I'm just going to kind of blend. Okay, like so. Now, these are both, the colors that I used are a little bit more on the matte side. Okay, so if you like that sort of thing, you'll be pleased with this palette if you kind of like to have a mix of matte and frost or shimmer, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I'm going to go onto the outer corners, and I'm going to be using this color right here called Cozy Up. I'm going to try this color. Now this color has more shimmer to it than the other colors that I used. And so now I'm going to go into the, oh, I would say this is the outer third. Okay. All right. And the tapes might not have things perfectly lined up, but they're just a good guide, and they help me keep my eye makeup going upward, okay, instead of down, which is going to drag my eye down and make me look older. Okay, so now I want to go in with just a little bit of a darker color into the crease, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to be using this color right here called Black Ice. So let's see how that works out. And I'm going to keep this one lower. I'm going to keep it more in the crease, and I'm going to go just about halfway. I'm not going to go up very high with it. I'm just trying to define my crease just a little bit because my eyes are hooded, and I need to define the crease if I can. Okay. So I've done that. All right. And so now I want to put some color on the lids. And I'm kind of debating. I'm not really sure whether to go with this evergreen or this below zero. I love this green color. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm just dying to try it. So, yeah, so I'm going to go in with the green. And I'm going to use this brush right here, but I'm going to use this end because it's fluffy. And it's going to help, the shape of it and everything is going to help me pack product down onto the eye. And so, of course, that's exactly what I want to do. So, here we go. I'm going to go into this evergreen right here. And see what kind of coverage. See how easy it is to apply. It's fairly easy to apply. Okay. It is shimmery. Okay. Which I don't really have a problem with that. I think it's a beautiful color. It's a little bit dark for the lids for somebody who has hooded eyes, such as myself. But I just wanted to show you the color. It's probably not a good placement for hooded eyes, but I just love the color so much. I just really wanted to try it. And so on the other eye, I'm going to go with this below zero. Okay, and so I'm going to kind of get rid of some of the shadow here on this brush. And now I'm going to go in here with this below zero. Now, already I can see, I didn't really go in there with a lot of pressure, and the shadow just kind of really, I don't know, got a little, what's the word? It got a little loose, okay? And so you know, there's some fallout from the palette, but it's still a really pretty color. So I want to try it on. I want to see what it looks like. Okay, it covers well. It's a pretty color. I like it. It's sticking to the primer decent. But it doesn't seem to have a lot of pigment, at least not as much as the green has. But I still like it. Like I said, I think it's a soft, pretty color. If you wanted it to be more obvious as far as your lids go, might add some concealer, or not concealer, but primer, and go over the lid with it. Go over the concealer with it. I'm just gonna kind of brush up my crease here just a little bit, because when I applied that color, it got a little bit on my crease color. It transferred a little bit, which happens a lot with hooded eyes. And I'm gonna do the same over here. I'm actually kind of liking my frosty eye with the green a little bit better, you know. But I'm going to kind of close the eyes there so you can see. Now I'm going to remove these tapes. And there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in with this green here, and that's what I'm going to be working with today. I just think it's prettier. All right. Just going to go right over the top of it. Oh, you know what? It won't do that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to apply some primer to the lid, okay, to get it to stick, because once you have a powder eyeshadow on and then you go over it with another powder eyeshadow, it's really not usually going to work out too well. So you may find yourself having to go with another layer of primer, okay, in order to get things back on track. So that's what I'm going to do here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Primer changes everything. It just, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm really liking that. That's pretty. Really liking that. It's just such a soft, pretty green. Not sure about the color theory on this. My eyes are gray, so I'm not really sure that green, you know, whether or not the color theory indicates that this green is for me or not. But I like it, and usually that's pretty much all it takes for me. And then I'm just going to kind of clean this area up here. All right. Like so. And now it's time to proceed with some liner. Make sure I've got that going up far enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and so for liner, I'm going to try this Maybelline Precise All Day Felt Tip Liner. Now, I'm not one really to use felt tips, but I'm going to give this a try. One tip about felt tips is try not to get it into your waterline, because if you get it inside your eye, chances are your eyes are going to water and water and water all day. It won't stop. So, I'm going to go out to about the crease right here, and I'm going to try to keep the wing and everything going upward instead of out. Okay, so there we go. And because I'm 52 and I have wrinkles and whatnot, it's a little bit more challenging for me to apply the eyeliner, because it, you know, it has to float across the wrinkles and whatnot. So I just have to do the best I can. So here we go over here. And also, when you get a little older, I'm sure you'll figure this out, but it gets a little harder to apply eyeliner. It gets harder to see what you're doing. Alright, and I want to make sure that I'm even. I went out a little further with this side, so I'm gonna match it up. Alright. And then kind of fill in a little bit at the outer corners. Okay, there we go. That is a little bit more even. This side is a little thinner. I'm gonna come in here like so and kind of thicken that up and push the shadow up just a bit. Okay, and I'm not gonna do a lot of really heavy eyeliner underneath. Actually, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to take this, where is my, where is that thing? Okay, all right. The, oh, I need the thinner one. Here it is, here it is, here it is. This is the smudge brush by e.l.f. Okay, and I'm going to take and put just a little primer underneath. Okay, because I'm going to be using eyeshadow, and I want that eyeshadow to stay. So just a little primer. And then I'm going to go back into this evergreen here. And I'm going to kind of, I wouldn't say smoke it out because I'm not going to go really wide under here with it. I'm just going to accent a little bit with it because I want to come in with the felt tip. Okay, but I'm not going to go real heavy with it or anything, but I'll put the shadow to give the felt tip something to adhere to. So here we go. I'm not sure I like this formula for under the eye. It kind of, I don't know, skips a little, but I mean, that could just be my skin, my age, causing that. And I'm going to just fill in a little bit right here. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do the same thing over here. And I'm only going about halfway toward the center. Don't want to go too heavy down here. If you're an older lady, it will age you like crazy, so don't do it. Same thing here and here. Now, I have tried doing the tape while I'm doing the liner, okay? And for some reason, it really doesn't work very well for me. But here's what we have so far. Everything is a little bit lower, I guess, than I would like it to be, but it's still lifted, you know, I think a sufficient amount. So now I guess it's time for some lashes. Okay, I'm just kind of making sure I'm even here. I'm pretty even with my wings. Actually, this one needs to go up just a little bit more. Now, the felt tip is good for this. Working on your angles. Yeah, that's it. That's all I needed. Just a slight little upward. There, that's better. Alright, and now that I've done all that, I'm going to take this, the blending brush again. Where did it go? Here it is, the e.l.f. blender. That's it, the blending eye brush. And just going to kind of, you know, just touch up things, make sure everything's all blended nicely, that there's no skipping or anything like that, which doesn't happen as much with younger ladies as it does with older ladies, but so I'm just trying to make sure it's all smoothed out. And there we go. Take care of any fallout that might have happened. Of course, my makeup was already on my foundation, so normally I would do my eyes first, but today was just a little different, I guess. Still trying to get that up. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get rid of that hard line there that I had going on. So there, all right. Now I'm going to proceed with some mascara. And this is also from IPSY. Okay, this is from my IPSY Glam bag. This is Eyeko, E-Y-E-K-O. Rock Out and Lash Out Mascara in Beatnik Black. Okay, so already looking at it, it's looking like the brush is going to be kind of a lengthening formula, probably a separating formula. I don't see a whole lot of product on the brush, and the bristles look to me like they're a little further apart than normal, which also tells me it's not going to be real clumpy or whatever. And so I'm excited to try, see what happens. Normally you're supposed to, of course, squiggle your mascara, but because I don't see well close up, I always make a mess when I try that, so I won't be doing it. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to learn the proper way, you are supposed to squiggle your applicator as you apply from the base and then up. So, but I never have been able to do that. I just, never. I like this formula. I like this mascara. It feels really good. It's lightweight. It is lengthening. It is separating. It's also moderately coating the lashes. I like it. I like it a lot. I can recommend it. Yeah, I'm crazy about it, actually. Yeah, I would definitely buy this one. Definitely, it's very, very nice. And one thing that I always do at the end of my makeup routine is, of course, I do blush and lipstick. I use Wet n Wild, just Garnet as far as lips go. It is more blue than what the lights are showing you. It is more of a blue-red. For some reason, it's showing up as an orange red. I guess it's the lighting in here, which the lighting is not that great. Okay, I already know that. But anyway, I'm really satisfied with this Fireside palette. It's beautiful. I love this Maya, which I think I got this from eBay. I'm not really sure. It could have been Amazon, but it's M-A-H-Y-A Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Light. I am so in love with these Eco Tools brushes. They're flat on the end. It comes in a set of 3. I think this is called 360 degree or something like that. And I use this one for my primer. I use this one for my foundation. And I use this one for my blush. I just take my lipstick, which is what I use for my blush, and I just kind of rub it on here, and then I just tap, 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 like that. And I do the other side, and then I go over the blush with whatever is left over on the foundation, and it just kind of diffuses it, it softens it. I don't do any contouring or anything like that because honestly, it makes me look older, so that's why I don't. And so anyway, at the end of my routine, if you would just really want to know how the cake is made, I put on a wig, and so that's next. So thank you for joining me here on my channel, and I hope that you learned something. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that you will leave me some comments and check out my other videos. I don't have a lot of content right now because I just started. And another thing I'm going to be demonstrating in the near future is derma rolling. It is an anti-aging treatment. It is also for things like acne scars and whatnot. But if y'all don't know what that is, this roller, it has all these little needles on it, and you roll it over your face, and it's supposed to stimulate collagen production. And so I'm a huge believer in it. I use this roller currently, let me see, ZGTS, okay, and I'll be using the 0.75 the next time I drum a roll, and I'll demonstrate that for you. But thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.